Attempted to number 11. It's going to be picked off by Riverdale. Number 4.
Intercepted by number 4, Bevan Dennis.
Bevan Dennis is going to pick off the pass thrown by Martin Anderson, and we'll give Riverdale the ball at their own 39-yard line. The pass was underthrown. The receiver had everybody beat, but with the pass being underthrown, it was an easy pick and grab here. So Riverdale's comes out.
Okay. Thank you very much for that. We have a minute 23 remaining in the first quarter, and Riverdale gets the ball after the Lancaster Dental and Fenimore Smiles turnover. Here's Meese around the right side, and Bevan Dennis. I even knew that was his number and got it wrong. And that will be a very close to a first down. Gain of 9 for Meese as we come down to a minute 5 remaining in the first quarter. And I think our problem was, of all things, an electric plug, believe it or not. Riverdale leading 6-0. Second down at a yard to go, and it's going to be third and longer than that because immediately the Riverdale running back got stuffed.
Yeah, he's going to lose almost that. Now they're moving the ball up a little bit. He's going to lose 2 yards.
Brody Meese loses 2, and it will be third down at about 3 yards to go. And we'll see if this play gets...
Not sure when they blew it in, but...
Yeah, it looks like it will get in. 14 seconds left in the first quarter. 2 running backs, and it's a run play that gets... Well, the pile, however, it looks like it may have gotten him in the first down. We're very close to it at the 49.
It's going to be close. It's going to be about a yard short.
Number 8, Owen Blankenship with the carry. Results in a first down.
And so we have reached the end of the first quarter. It is a Sullivan Auctioneers Big Iron Realty first down. Our score after 1, Riverdale 6, Pecatonica Argyle nothing. Back after this on 97.7 Country WGLR.
In Game 3.
For the past 70 years, Grant Regional Health Center has been more than a hospital. We've been your neighbors, your caregivers, your support in life's biggest moments. From welcoming new life to standing strong in times of need, we've grown with you because of you. As we celebrate our 70th anniversary, we remain committed to our communities and what matters most, exceptional local care for you. Grant Regional Health Center, celebrating 70 years of caring for our communities.
If you're upgrading a home or business, call the trusted pros at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. They offer a premium selection of CHI overhead doors combining style, durability, and security for both residential and commercial properties. Need rain gutters to protect your building from water damage? Carey's has you covered there too. Learn more at Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com. They sell the best and service the rest. Get the quality you deserve at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont, and Prairie du Chien. In Game 3.
Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school football presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental and Carey's Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. 97.7 Country WGLR. Now that we got it back, the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. 6-0, Riverdale leading Pecatonica Argyle. Chieftains now moving left to right. They take over, or they got a first down on the last play and now take over at the 49-yard line. Scored on their first drive, the Chieftains did. 2 receivers are to the left side, 1 to the right. Here's the pitch to Dennis around the left side, and he gains about 4 yards down to the Peck Argyle 47-yard line. Bevan Dennis has kind of been the workhorse in this game. He's been the outside guy, and the inside guy has been Brody Meese to this point. Second down and 6 yards to go from the 47, and
Number 22,
a run play. It's Meese this time for a gain of 2 to the 45-yard line. Third down, 4 yards to go. Coming up, Community First Bank for you in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank, cfbank.com, member FDIC. Third down and 4 yards to go.
My whole identity had been wrapped up in being a soldier. To have that so violently ripped from me when I was wounded, I was lost for a very long time. When Wounded Warrior Project came into my life, being around the other warriors, people that had similar experiences that I did, it was a game changer for me. Having King join the group, that was the beginning of a really good friendship. It's a good time.
I first heard about Wounded Warrior Project through CQ. And at first I was kind of like, I don't know if I qualify. But having been a part of it, it's kind of taught me that it's not just the wounds that you can see, but it's those that you can't.
When you do something like a peer support group with Wounded Warrior Project and come together from different walks of life, man, the growth is incredible. If not for Wounded Warrior Project, I really don't think that I'd be here today.
See how we help warriors combat stigma at woundedwarriorproject.org/combat stigma.
In Game 4.
Well, somehow that figures. Our tech has done it again. On the last 2 plays, Dennis gained on 3rd and 4, gained 2, and then a run play that ends up gaining just 1, and so Peck Argyle takes over at their 41-yard line, first and 10.
No.
Well, they did get it. All right.
They gave it quarterback keeper. Okay.
So Blankenship gets the first down. The Sullivan Auctioneers Big Iron Realty first down at the 41, and a run play for Meese. He gets down to the 37-yard line. I would ask if anything else could happen, but I am not going to do that because I don't want to tempt fate already.
Well, I could rain at the end of the game and have to pack everything up and carry it in the rain. Like that one game.
Year. 9 minutes left, first half. Riverdale leading Pecatonica Argyle 6-0. Yeah, there was that game, and I got a flat tire last night, not with a station vehicle. And a run around the right side down to about the 35-yard line. Bevan Dennis again for 2 yards. Third down, 4 yards to go. Coming up, Northland Buildings for a quality Northland building built tough for the Northland. Contact Joe Ryder, your local expert in quality Northland post-frame buildings. Anderson Rubber Turret and Dubuque powering our audio stream. Anderson Rubber Turret and Dubuque when you are ready.
They're in 2-down territory here, so if they don't pick it up on 3rd down, they'll most likely go on 4th down.
Going into the wind, by the way. Dennis comes in motion. It's a counter the other way, and a first down. Another Sullivan Auctioneers Big Iron Realty first down. This is Walsh around the right side, and the sticks move.
He ended up picking 9 yards up. He needed 4 for the first down. Picks up 9. New fresh downs for Riverdale, sitting on their 26-yard line.
With 7:50 remaining in the first half. Riverdale trying to add to their 6-0 lead. A receiver to the left, wingback to the right. And this is Walsh again. And Walsh, well, he had room, but then he tried to vault a defender, and the defender did not permit that. It ends up being a gain of about 5 yards down to the 21-yard line.
Yeah, they've been having success with those counters. They've ran those counters a couple of times this 3rd series and have picked up pretty good yardage on each one.
Second down, 5 yards to go.
See if they keep with the counters.
On the far side hash mark, Man in motion, and this is a run around the right side, and getting pulled down back at the 25-yard line is Landon Kenyon.
Number 2, Landon Kenyon with the
He's going to
carry.
lose about
Taken
3
out by
yards.
number 7, Charlie Krebs.
Third down and about 8 yards to go.
Timeout taken off the
Riverdale
field.
calls a
Timeout
timeout
by
here.
the Chieftains.
2 timeouts left to go in this first half.
Remaining
And that comes with
till halftime.
6 minutes and 32 seconds remaining
Keller Park.
in the first half, and Riverdale leading Pecatonica Argyle 6-0. We're brought to you by Claire Bank, with their 8 convenient locations in Southwest Wisconsin. Proud to support our community events. Claire Bank, where they say we can do that. Member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Herm's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington, and Herm's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main and Platteville. See Herm's for the perfect paint for your next project. Herm's Ace Hardware, Bloomington and Platteville. Russell Law Offices, here to assist your local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Proudly serving Southern Wisconsin, Russell Law Offices. Given how this day has gone, maybe I need a criminal defense discussion. Today's game also brought to you by Brian's Auto Body and Paint Specialist. The pros at Brian's get the job done right for unexpected dings or major repair projects. Head to Brian's Auto Body and Paint in Platteville, WCC Brands Custom Apparel in Kieler, and WCC-brands.com. Now everybody's going to wonder what I mean by that comment, I suppose. 6-0 Riverdale. 6:32 remaining in the first half.
Ball's on Pecatonica's 24-yard line.
3rd and 7, and a run around the right side, and a first down and more. And Dennis gets all the way down
Number 4.
inside the
Dennis
20-yard
with the carry.
line.
Knocked out of
And that will be a
near side.
Sullivan Auctioneers Big Iron Realty first down. And the ball is actually inside the 10-yard line.
It's a 15-yard carry.
Ball spotted about the 8, it would appear. First and goal on the near side hash mark. And comes in motion. Run player off the right side. And down to about the 5-yard line.
Number 4, Bevan Dennis.
That was
with the
Dennis
carry.
again. That'll be 2nd and goal.
Initially hit there by number 22, Luke Leonard.
Picks up about 1.
Number 51, Jonah Hansen. Also
From the
hit.
5-yard line. Again on the right side hash mark, one receiver goes wide to the left. That's Kenyon. Of course, they haven't thrown the ball yet in this game. And here's a run around the right side, and getting past the defender, fighting his way.
He's going to be short by about a yard.
Bevan Dennis with the carry.
It'll be 3rd and goal from the 1.
Knocked out of bounds just short of the goal line.
As they have been running to the right side. There's been like maybe, 3 or 4 plays in this game by Riverdale? But
Yep.
they're working.
Timeout taken on the field. Timeout by Peck Argyle.
And Peck Argyle will take their first timeout with 5:34 remaining in the first half and a 6-0 Riverdale lead. We're brought to you by Breckler Insurance Group for all your insurance needs. See Steve Landusky at Breckler Insurance in Fenimore. Breckler Insurance serving Southwest Wisconsin for over 95 years. McNett Electric in Belmont can assist you with all your electrical needs. Chip and his crew at McNett Electric are on call array to help you with your agricultural, business, and commercial needs. McNett Electric in Belmont. Sullivan Auctioneers, Big Iron Realty. If you have livestock, farmland, or buildings to sell, call Daryl Krapp. Visit BigIron.com to learn more. Rosemeyer Wealth Management will design a plan specific to your retirement goals. The experts at Rosemeyer Management will answer all your questions, even if you don't know what questions to ask. Check out their website, rosemeyermg.com. Les Mack Automotive in Lancaster. Whether it's Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, or Ford, you can count on over 50 years of trusted hometown service because at Les Mac you always get more from less. Also brought to you by TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch, Cobb and Platteville. Beautify your home with decorative colored mulch. Give Jim Drury and the Gang a call at TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch, Cobb and Platteville. 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line. And the pile actually is from the 1, the pile up the middle, and that's into the end zone. And so Riverdale, Blankenship, quarterback sneak for the touchdown. The Northland Buildings touchdown with 5:28 remaining in the first half. This is a drive that got started all the way. Where did the drive get started?
I do believe it was on their 49.
Oh yeah, to start the second quarter. Yeah, so 49 yards, and it looks like about 10 plays, and the extra point. The Point and Flush Sportsman's Club extra point is good. It's a 2-point conversion run by Dennis, and so Riverdale's lead expands to 14-0 over Pecatonica Argyle with 5:28 remaining in the first half. And we'll be back after this on 97.7 Country WGLR.
In Game 5, a smooth, close Barbasol shave in the morning lifts your confidence. That rich, creamy lather will catapult you to greatness. Nothing can stop you today. Well, except that traffic jam. Barbasol, it's a can of can-do.
Huge savings on Dell AI PCs with Intel Core Ultra processors are here, and they're newly designed to help you do more faster. They can generate code, edit images, multitask without lag, draft emails, summarize documents, create live translations, and even extend your battery life. That's the power of Dell AI with Intel inside. Upgrade today by visiting Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals.
A smooth, close Barbasol shave lifts your confidence. Your whiskers may fall, but today you can ascend to greatness. So lather up and dream big. Just don't forget to pick up that gallon of milk on your way home. Barbasol, it's a can of can-do.
In Game 5.
5:24 remaining in the first half. 14-0. Riverdale leading Pecatonica Argyle. Kickoff is returned up to the 28-yard line, it would appear.
Yeah, it was a short kick, and they fielded it at about the 24. He got maybe about 5 yards on that return.
So Peck Argyle, which spent a long time without the football, they'll get the ball for only, I think, the second time they've had it in the game. Anderson over the middle on first down, and the pass dropped incomplete. However, a penalty flag is down.
Late flag on the play.
And where the flag was is where usually pass interference is called, and maybe that's why the catch wasn't made.
Yeah, they might call personal foul, roughing the receiver. I don't agree with that one. He reached for the ball, had it in his hands, and the two defenders came in and sandwiched him. But officials called it, so Pecatonica will pick up their first down in this game.
Via the Pinks Automotive penalty up to the 43. First down, 10 yards to go. Two receivers stacked to the left. Run up the middle, and not much doing there for Ashton McNett. And in fact, he's going to lose 3 yards. Back to the 40-yard line, second down, 13 coming up. So we're under 5 minutes in the first half. Did you happen to write down when that drive started?
No, I didn't write it down.
That previous drive? Because that was an incredibly long scoring drive.
It was 16 plays, 58 yards.
Our game today is brought to you by Point and Flush Sportsman's Club. Their guided upland bird and waterfowl hunts with friends and family will create memories that will last forever. Make your best shot with Point and Flush Sportsman's Club. In Potosi, we have another timeout. This is Peck's second timeout.
They got one left. Yeah, it was a long drive. They had one big penalty in there, but they were able to overcome it.
That was a holding penalty.
Yep.
Yeah. Carver's Hardwood Flooring. For hardwood flooring, stair installation, or refinishing needs, call Ryan Carver, the only National Wood Flooring Association certified installer, sander, and finisher in the tri-state area. Carver's Hardwood Flooring in Benton. We're also brought to you by Krantz Auto Parts and Krantz Hardware. Do it best. See Rob Krantz and the crew at Krantz Auto Parts for repair on cars and light trucks too. Krantz Auto Parts and Krantz Hardware in Fenimore. Millie's Diner in Dickeyville, where everything is homemade, open 7 days a week, 7 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon. Check out their menu and daily specials on Facebook. Wish I had gone there yesterday because they had buffalo shrimp wraps. They still have grilled peaches, too. At any rate, 2nd and 13 back at the Peck Argyle 40-yard line. Here's a run around the left side and getting hit and going down. It's a yard loss back to the 39. McNett loses another yard. And it's 3rd down and 14.
Yeah, I mowed lawn yesterday, and you know how it's been so nice. It took a lot out of me this time around. That body wasn't used to that hot weather, and holy moly.
And you weren't wearing pads.
No, just old age.
3rd down and 14 yards to go back at the 39-yard line. Anderson fakes to the right, throws it deep to the right side, and a jump ball and the pass incomplete at the 35 of Riverdale. Incomplete pass at its 4th down and probably a punt with 3:26 remaining in the first half.
Nice throw, nice ball, was right there. Hit his hands and just couldn't bring it in.
Our game today brought to you by Sloan Implement, your official John Deere dealer in Bloomington, Cuba City, Montfort, Lanark, Illinois, and Sloans.com. Speaking of green, Bytech Resource Management, or Greener Way Bytech Resource Management in Monroe. Bouse Electric, call Brad Adrian and Josh Busher, Bouse Electric, Lancaster, and Fenimore. That's not green exactly, but...
No, if they're going to go for it and don't make it, they're giving them good field position to...
Anderson to pass. That's what they're... The pass is over the middle, and it's caught, but it's going to be short of the first down at the 48-yard line.
Pass completed to number 12, Braden Slater.
Slater makes the catch. He needed to get to the 48 of Riverdale, and instead he got to the 48 of his own team.
Yeah, he only got 10 yards on that.
Taken down, I believe, by number
and needed another 6 yards.
And so Riverdale, already leading 14-0, takes over with 3:14 remaining in the first half. They have the ball at the Peck Argyle 48-yard line. They have all 3 timeouts. They have been able to successfully run the ball. Here's Dennis around the right side to the 45-40 and gets past the defender at 35, but a flag comes down as he goes down at about the 35. And that would be where a holding penalty would usually be.
Going to come back.
Now the question is, I guess, is it a downfield holding penalty or...
No, the head official threw it at the line of scrimmage.
So that'll push them back to the 42 of Riverdale and make it first down, 20 yards to go. We're brought to you by Lancaster Dental Associates and Fenimore Smiles. Get the smile you want and the health you deserve. Learn more at lancdent.com. Subs.com. Fuel your fitness journey with a wide selection of products from a locally owned company. Visit their Fenimore, Dubuque, and Platteville locations and subs.com. 1st and 20, back at the Riverdale 42-yard line. 2:45 remaining, first half. And a run around the left side for Blankenship. And now he's got to pass it deep. Contact downfield. And no catch. And no penalty. Down at the 30-yard line of Argyle.
That should have been a penalty in high school ball. It doesn't matter if it's catchable or not catchable. And it did fall short, but the defender did interfere with the receiver. I would have been going kind of wild on the sideline.
2nd down, 20 yards to go from the 42, 2:34 remaining first half. Receiver out to the left side. We will give you all the scores that there are to give during the McNett Electric halftime report. Here's a pitch around the right side. And there goes Dennis, and Dennis across midfield and gets down to the 48-yard line of Argyle. That's a 10-yard gain. They'll be 3rd down and 10 yards to go. Now they spotted at the 49, so it'll be 3rd down and 11 yards to go. Clock stops with 2:26 remaining in the first half. Some interesting scores last night. The two first place teams are still tied for first in the SWC. Darlington is, well, they established who's the best team, except they are still tied for first with Belleville at this point in the Swall. Here's a pitch around the right side, and it's Dennis again, and Dennis down about the with another flag going down. Dennis down at the 45-yard line, but that flag may wipe out a 4-yard run.
Yeah, outside receiver is getting called for a hook block, and he's not really holding them. He's just catching them with his hands on the side. Where you got one hand in the front and one in the back, and that's catching them.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got an excellent concession stand over here underneath the press box area.
The Pecatonica the PA announcer is pushing the food downstairs, which is great. I didn't have any chance to get down there, and I don't know if anybody's listening, bring some food up, please. Back at the 41-yard line, it's 3rd and 21 after the penalty. And a run up the middle for Dennis, or Meese, that is, down to the 30, to the 20, and gets pulled down at the 15-yard line.
Number 22.
Brody Meese just blew through the line.
Out of bounds by number 7, Charlie Krebs.
Krebs pushed him out of bounds. And it will be a Sullivan Auctioneers Big Iron Realty first down.
Timeout taken on the field. Timeout by the Chieftains.
And Riverdale calls a timeout with 1:51 left in the first half.
They'll have one timeout remaining. The scoreboard's not correct, so each team's got one timeout left.
Ball at the 18-yard line. You know, that's one of those plays where it's like, well, what do you do with this? And they just handed it off up the middle, but Meese blew through the line and raced through everybody all the way down to the 18-yard line. 14-0 Riverdale leading Argyle. Are we taking food orders? I could hope. I thought I heard a food order to the left, but we will tell you, as we mentioned during the McNett Electric halftime report, all the scores last night from the Shoebox scoreboard, presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest, and implications thereof. Also, we have Brewers baseball later at 5:35. Brewers in Cincinnati on AM 1590 WPVL. The Brewers needing to win one of their last two games or get Philadelphia to lose one of its last two to Minnesota to clinch the number 1 seed for the entire postseason. And then tomorrow, Packers in Lambeau Field South AT&T Stadium against Dallas, 5 o'clock on 97.7 Country WGLR. First and 10 from the 18 in the Bitech green zone. A Green Array Bitech Resource Management in row. And here's Blankenship's pass to the end zone for a touchdown. Blankenship threw to the left side. It was a jump ball. And what are we calling here?
I think they're going to call an interception. I don't think so, but
I'm not really sure what's going on.
Well, never mind the touchdown. It's picked off by Peck Argyle in the end zone, apparently at a jump ball. And some questioning that here in the press box, but it's a touchback out to the 20-yard line.
I saw it as the receiver came down with the ball. When they hit the ground, the defender kind of tore it away, but that's why I'm up here and not officiating.
So instead of Lancaster Dental Fenimore Smiles turnover, Peck Argyle takes over at their 20. First and 10, a minute 37 and one timeout left. And Anderson on the run throws, pass is caught up to the 40-yard line and fighting his way forward to the 44 and then goes down. Brock Erickson making the catch. Another Sullivan Auctioneers and Big Iron Realty first down. That's only the second one, I believe, in the game for the Vikings to the 44-yard line. Two receivers to the left, two to the right. Anderson to pass and throws over the middle. Pass is caught, and that will be a first down to the 45 of Riverdale. And Statler makes the catch. And for the first time, I believe, in this game, Peck Argyle crosses midfield into Riverdale territory.
And we got a Peck player down.
So the clock stops. 1 minute, 7 seconds remaining in the first half. And Riverdale leading Peck Argyle 14-0. People's State Bank for personal home business and ag loans. Visit one of their convenient area locations or visit peoplesfinancial.com, member FDIC. Pink's Automotive in Lancaster and Goodney's Garage in Platteville, our penalty sponsor. They've been busy the last few weeks. They have the certified technicians, equipment, and experience to keep your vehicle in top running condition. And Gary's Pest Control in Dickeyville. Gary's Pest Control salutes your local athletes. Gary's Pest Control, over 40 years of professional, friendly service. Our game today also brought to you by Mound City Bank. Their total line of credit allows you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop in at Mound City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval. Member FDIC, to equal housing lender. Learn more at moundcitybank.com. Unlike what you usually see, the home sideline is on the opposite side of the field here at McKellar Park.
Yeah, it's a little different than the days that I coached. We were always on that side as a visiting team.
The injured player looks like it was Braden Slater, number 12. And, we lost our microphone. Well, thanks for picking it up. I guess I should have taped it down. First and 10 for Peck Argyle at the Riverdale 45-yard line. One receiver out to the right and a wingback to the left. Back to pass Anderson, and he throws over the middle. And what a catch that was. Taking the ball away, essentially, from a defensive back. And that's another Sullivan Auctioneers Big Iron Realty first down to the 33-yard line. Back to pass is Anderson. Now he rolls to the right. Now he takes off with it. And Anderson is going to get near the first down, may have it.
Yeah, there.
Martin Anderson with the carry.
There, they should have called holding. The offensive lineman grabbed the defensive tackle's jersey as the quarterback was scrambling to the outside, but the official never called it.
Gain of 8, second down, 2 yards to go, and he had to run about 30 yards to do that. Clock stops with 40 seconds left in the first half. 14-0 Riverdale, but Peck Argyle on the move. Anderson has two receivers to the right, 2 to the left and 1 running back. He goes back to pass. And now he rolls to the right again. And now he throws it toward the end zone, and it is
intercepted.
Picked off.
Pass intercepted by number 8.
And it is Blankenship making the interception in the end zone. And so Riverdale turns aside Peck Argyle with 31 seconds left in the first half. Blankenship may get ejected from the quarterbacks union after that, but Riverdale takes over at the 20-yard line.
They had a nice little drive going there right before the half, and I'm assuming that Riverdale will either run it or just take a knee and let the clock run out.
Here's the run up the middle for Meese, and Meese up to the 40, to the 45, and spun down at the 48, and that may change Riverdale's thought.
Yes, it does.
Up to the 48, first down, 10 yards to go. Clock stops to move the chains with 22 seconds left of the first half. Riverdale has 1 timeout. And I guess he got out of bounds, so the clock is not running. It's up to the 48-yard line. 1 receiver over to the left. Each team has had end zone interceptions their last 2 drives. And a pitch to the right side, and immediately getting out of bounds is Bevan Dennis, which is the important part, I guess. Dennis, well, then gaining some yards. He gains 2 to midfield. Second down, 8 yards to go. 17 seconds left in the first half.
Each team has got 1 timeout left here. Riverdale's probably got enough time for 2, maybe 3 plays.
Of course, they are heading into the wind here, which is coming from the far right corner from the southwest. Here's the pitch, and this is going to be a pass. Dennis throws short, and it's
intercepted.
Picked off.
Pass intercepted by number 11.
And Martin Anderson, the quarterback, also playing defense, he gets the interception. So each quarterback has intercepted the other. And Peck Argyle takes over at the 30, well, about the 40-yard line. And with 10 seconds left, I would have to think they will actually now respot it back at the 38. They will just probably sit on it.
Well,
or maybe just decide one more fling.
Yeah, Peck's got nothing to lose here. They're behind. Why not throw it deep, see what happens.
4 wide, 2 left, 2 right, 1 running back. Anderson will pass. And if he can, and he's going to be taken down back at the 31-yard line, our first Subs.com sack of the day for a 7-yard loss, and that ends the first half. Riverdale 14, Peck Argyle nothing. And the Pecatonica homecoming will be back with the McNett Electric halftime report after these messages on 97.7 Country WGLR.
Halftime, 3 minutes.
My ride smells just right, just right, just right, just right. Y'all gotta try that Febreze car. Just right, just right, just right, yeah. La 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 la. With up to 40 days of consistent sin, all over Febreze car clips right on your vent. You know my car's my happy place. Keep that smile on my face when it smells just right, just right, just right. Yeah, breathe happy Febreze. La 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 la.
Hey, want to hear something great? Right now at Wendy's, you can get 2 of the #1 selling bacon cheeseburger in all fast food, the JBC, plus medium fries and a medium soft drink for just $8. Want to hear something else great? Double the burger means double the bacon. Now that's a game changer. 2 of the #1 bacon cheeseburgers with fries and a drink for just $8. Gotta be Wendy's.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Request $8 JBC meal deal to obtain discount. Individual items at regular price.
Hello, Ben here from Darlington Family Dental. Your smile is as important to us as it is to you. Give us a call and schedule a consultation to figure out if clear aligners might be right for you. The consultation is free. Zero interest financing is available. This solution for your smile might be more cost-effective than you think. Call our team and experience patient-centered care for you and your family at Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental. Ask about our new patient specials. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
Show your school spirit with every swipe. People's State Bank offers debit cards featuring your local school's mascot. And now through September 30th, you can upgrade for 50% off. Even better, $5 from your card fee goes right back to your school. It's an easy way to support your team and look good doing it. Visit any People's State Bank location to upgrade your debit card today. Iowa sales tax may apply to fees and service charges. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
Like any business, success in dairying is often determined by who you know rather than what you know. That's why it's good to know the pros at Fuller's, your Gia dealer. Fuller's is your source for the automated milking systems line and all of the latest in automated milking systems. Make your operation more efficient and profitable and get the most out of your dairy herd by partnering with the experts at Fuller's Milker Center, LLC, your local Gia dealer in Lancaster, Richland Center, and Fuller'sMilkersCenter.com.
Fuller's Milker Center.
The agriculture programs at Southwest Tech offer a variety of career training in the areas of dairy, livestock, and mechanics. Pursue a degree in production agriculture to obtain diverse careers, including herd manager, farm equipment manager, custom operator, and more. Receive hands-on training through farm tours, operation, and management of the college's crop ground. Learn more at swtc.edu/ag. Southwest Tech. This is where you belong.
Halftime, 3 minutes.
Grand Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school football presented by Cuba City, Kieler, Darlington Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on 97.7 Country WGLR and on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel presented by H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical, and Lely Center Monroe. Now that we've got everything working, we think. Time for the McNett Electric halftime report for all your electrical leads. Call McNett Electric in Belmont. Riverdale with a 14-0 lead over Pecatonica Argyle. Of course, everything falls apart here. The Chieftains took the opening kickoff. And went 64 yards in 8 plays. And let's see, 3 minutes and 46 seconds. The biggest play of that drive was Bevan Dennis's 20-yard run on 3rd and 12. And then on 3rd and goal, Brody Meese with a 4-yard touchdown run. The 2-point run was short, 6-0 Riverdale, with 8:04 remaining in the first quarter after a couple of 3-and-outs. Riverdale took over and went on a 16-play, 58-yard scoring drive. Obviously took a lot of air on the ball. Started late at the end of the first quarter and went all the way in the second quarter with a touchdown run by Owen Blankenship, the quarterback, of 1 yard. Then they went for 2, and Dennis got the 2-point run, and that extended the lead to 14-0. That's all the scoring we've had. We had 2 Lancaster Dental Associates Fenimore Smiles turnovers of the same variety. End zone interceptions by the opposing quarterback playing defense, and so that's where things sit right now. As the homecoming court, as you're watching on the Queen Bee family, the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, the homecoming court is being introduced. Peck Argyle was the first program to have two homecomings, which means their second homecoming comes up in a week when Blackhawk Warren comes to Argyle, and we will have that for you next Saturday at 1:30 on Super Hits 106. So what did you think of the first half, Scott?
A little exciting. Riverdale came out, and this is the first time I've seen Riverdale since the scrimmage. They look kind of like they did during the scrimmage. They have set themselves up with some really good plays, and then they kind of get lackadaisical and end up slipping a little bit. And that's kind of what happened in the second quarter with those turnovers. They had chances of really putting this game away, but unable to do so. But if I'm looking at the team stats, right now Riverdale has 32 rushes for 196 yards. Their passing is 0-3 and 1 interception. Penalties 5 for 50, and that one turnover, and first downs 10. And you can see the dominance that they've had on Pecatonica. Peck had 6 rushes for 2 yards. Passes out of 10 attempts, 6 complete. 2 interceptions for 63 yards. 1 penalty for 15, 4 first downs, and those 2 turnovers haven't hurt Pecatonica, but they haven't been able to get anything generated on offense.
Riverdale is coming off a 30-0 loss to River Ridge last week for their homecoming. Argyle, which has 1 win this year, they beat Boscobel 50-28 to open the Six Rivers season. They got beat last week by Iowa Grant 51-14, but certainly Riverdale they don't look like a team that's not won a game yet this year.
No. I was impressed with them at the scrimmage. At Mineral Point, the only thing I can say, it was a very warm day, and by the time they hit the later part of the scrimmage, they were getting tired, and they were up against Cambridge, which is a much bigger school. So, but I thought they would be in the running for making the playoffs.
Well, certainly if they don't win today, they're not going to make it. And again, it's a little hard to tell at this point what is going to get you in the playoffs exactly the first year of the playoff matrix, but we'll discuss perhaps that if we get a chance. More of the McNett Electric halftime report after these messages. 14-0, Riverdale leads Argyle on 97.7 Country WGLR.
In Game 6. If you're upgrading a home or business, call the trusted pros at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. They offer a premium selection of CHI overhead doors, combining style, durability, and security for both residential and commercial properties. Need rain gutters to protect your building from water damage? Carey's has you covered there too. Learn more at Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com. They sell the best and service the rest. Get the quality you deserve at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont, and Prairie du Chien.
Hi, this is Steve Schmidt, owner of the Shoebox in downtown Black Earth. We have thousands of pairs of shoes in stock, no waiting. So stop in anytime, specializing in size, selection, and fit. We will save you money. P.S. We measure both feet. Stop into the Shoebox, the largest shoe store at the north end of Black Earth.
Our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school sports on Queen Bee Radio is presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and by Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Check out our upcoming schedule at am1590wpdl.com.
In Game 6.
Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school football presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, presented by H&N Plumbing, Heating, Electrical, and Lely Center Monroe. 14-0 Riverdale leads Pecatonica Argyle in the Pecatonica homecoming. And it is time for the halftime fix. Millie's Diner in Dickeyville presents the halftime fix. Stop in and see what they're fixing for you. What does Riverdale need to do with a 2-score lead?
Well, they can't make those mistakes like they did on their drive where they had the interception in the end zone. They haven't passed the ball that much today and have been able to run on Pecatonica. So I would just really to stick to the running game and pound on Pecatonica, Argyle, and just wear them down. On defense-wise, they've been doing good, but giving up some big plays towards the end on passing. So they need to have a little bit better coverage.
And as far as Argyle, down 14-0, and They had one drive that looked good and ended with the end zone interception, however.
Yeah, I think they need to mix it up a little bit more. I know their offense is set up to pass the ball more, but if you can't complete passes, you don't gain yards. And if you change things up a little bit and keep Riverdale on their toes a little bit of trying to figure out what are you going to pass or run this time, and set some things up for themselves better. They're down by 2 scores, but it's not anything that they can't come back to. So
this is the Shoebox scoreboard presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. Here are all the scores from yesterday, and we had some interesting ball games. Leading off was the battle for half of first place, with Blackhawk Warren beating Seneca Wazeeka Steuben 14-7. That was on AM 1590 WPVL. Come from behind win for the Warriors. And I think Seneca Wazeeka Steuben, we can certainly argue, is a team for real, even though they got beat yesterday.
I think so. They have some very talented athletes, and these last couple of years they've had some success, and I really think they're probably at least not the third best, maybe the second best team in the league.
Meanwhile, Potosi-Cassville is still tied for first and still undefeated, 48-6 over Iowa Grant. River Ridge, happy homecoming, 64-6 over Boscobel. And so the Blackhawk Warren and Potosi-Cassville now 4-0. Southwestern Seneca Wazeeka Steuben at 3-1. River Ridge 2-2 in the game. And Elvis is playing. I'm not sure from what. I don't think that's from us.
No.
Anyway, in the Swall yesterday, a tie for first there also. Darlington over Fenimore 37-6. That was on Super It's 106. Belleville still tied for first, 49-35 over Southwestern East Dubuque. Also, Benton Scales Mount Shalsburg over Cuba City 21-7, and Mineral Point over Beloit Turner 35-28. Darlington and Belleville 4-0. Fenimore 3-1. Cuba City and Benton Scales Mount Shalsburg at 2-2 each. In the SWC, New Glarus still tied for first, 42-40 over Platteville. That was on X1071. Riverdale over River Valley over Richland Center, 28-6. Lancaster over Dodgeville, 28-26. That was on 97.7 Country WGLR. And Prairie du Chien over Broadhead Judah, 46-6. So in the SWC, New Glarus and River Valley 4-0 each. Prairie du Chien at 3-1. Platteville at 2-2. And in the Ridge and Valley 8 last night, battle for first place goes to North Crawford over Belmont, 44-28. We will see the Trojans in Highland next week, by the way. Highland a winner over Wenawak Center Weston 30-20. DeSoto over Monticello 64-7. And Kickapoo Lafarge over Wisconsin Knights 28-20. So North Crawford is now 5-0. Belmont 4-1. And Highland 4-1. And DeSoto 4-1. Interesting race there.
Yeah, and right now you look at Belmont, they're technically in second place because they've beaten Highland, and North Crawford is now the front runner and a team to beat. So Belmont needs some help along with Highland. So see what happens.
Next week, I think Belmont's going to be a big Highland fan, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
We'll have that game for you, the Highland Saturday homecoming at 1:30 on Saturday on X1071. We'll also have Badger football. They will be going to Ann Arbor to play Michigan. 9 o'clock start on 97.7 Country WGLR. 14-0 Riverdale over Pecatonica Argyle. We'll be back with the second half after these messages on 97.7 Country WGLR.
In Game 7.
Attention timeshare owners. This is an urgent consumer alert from the Timeshare Exit Hotline, a national company specializing in helping consumers legally get out of their expensive timeshare contracts. We're offering you a way to legally get rid of your timeshare. So if you're fed up with the maintenance fees that keep on coming and want to learn if you can terminate your timeshare legally and permanently, call today. Even if you've tried before and were unsuccessful in getting rid of your timeshare, call today and see if we can help. We offer a complete 100% unconditional client satisfaction guarantee. Make this completely free call and learn how we can help you legally put an end to your timeshare nightmare once and for all. You have nothing to lose, so call right now to qualify and receive a free consultation.
Call 800-838-8614. 800-838-8614. That's 800-838-8614.
Paid for by Airtime Media.
In Game 7.
I'm about to turn the mics on. Great Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school football presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental and Carey's Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on 97.7 Country WGLR. Riverdale with a 14-0 halftime lead over Pecatonica Argyle. Now, to add to everything, I've misplaced my iPhone. Not quite sure where that is. It's gone so well today. Riverdale's probably happy that things have gone this way to this point, and we're brought to you by Mount City Bank. Their total line of credit allows you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop in at Mount City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Learn more at mountcitybank.com.
Down on the, see it on the huddle?
It landed on the camera?
No.
Oh, all right. Thank you. So I do have it. Don't really need to replace that. So Southwest Health has over 24 specialty services and more than 50 specialists, so you can have specialized care without traveling far from home. Learn more about their specialty services at southwesthealth.org. West End Salvage of Lancaster. See Junkyard Joe Krantz and the West End Salvage team for recycling as well as construction and demolition waste too. West End Salvage in Lancaster. Laley Center Monroe. Call your local dairy automation specialist Jordan Wilson at Laley Center Monroe. And we're brought to you by Community First Bank. For you in the communities where you live, work, and play, experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank. CFbank.com, member FDIC. It is helpful to read the entire commercial, it turns out. Again, Packers in Dallas tomorrow at 5 o'clock from Arlington, where the Packers have never lost. I wonder how many people could have predicted that back when when AT&T Stadium opened.
I don't know. We'll see you about tomorrow night.
5 o'clock on 97.7 Country WGLR. Micah Parsons homecoming. And, of course, Kenny Clark, the ex-Packer, playing against his former team. Here is Peck Argyle will get the second half kickoff. This is obviously going to be a big drive for them. Here's a short kickoff, and it's fielded by one of the upbacks. And Peck Argyle is going to have great field position at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, just a short little pop-up return for about 5 yards. Gives Peck good field position.
And they have the field. They have the wind, which is blowing enough to circulate the air in the press box happily. Football at the 46-yard line. Peck Argyle moving right to left in quarter number 3. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Ball's on the far side hash mark at the 46. 1 running back behind Anderson. And here's a pitch on first down, and up to the 49-yard line is Bo Statler. So they try to get the run game going with a jet sweep, and it gains 3 yards, 2nd and 7.
Initially hit there by number 7, Conlon Walsh.
Conlon Walsh on the tackle. So they've switched. Well, they're not quite to the hash marks. Second down, 7 yards to go from the Argyle 49. Again, the usual 4 wide look. And a man comes in motion. Anderson, the quick pass to the right side. And only back to the line of scrimmage.
Pass completed to number 13, Bo Statler.
And that was Statler again. He ran the ball the last time, catches the ball this time, but it's no gain. And it's third down, 7 yards to go. Actually, 3rd and 8. He lost a yard. So it's back to the far side hash mark. We're brought to you by Northland Buildings. For a quality Northland building built tough for the Northland, contact Joe Ryder, your local expert in quality Northland post frame buildings. 2 receivers run to the left and 2 to the right. Back to pass Anderson. Has time now, airs it out to the far right, and it's over the intended receivers back at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, the receiver kind of just lost it. He looked over one shoulder and then had to quickly turn to the other shoulder, and by that the ball came over his head. He was in position to catch it if he would have had the head turned around the right way.
4th and 8. And looks like they're going to punt. Here's the snap. And that should be a good punt unless it goes into the end zone, and that is what happens. So 52-yard punt, but a net of 32. And Riverdale takes over at their 20-yard line, leading 14-0 with 10:10 remaining in the third quarter on the Pecatonica homecoming. How are you as a coach feeling about homecoming back in the day?
Well, when I was at Belmont, we didn't have homecoming. Technically, we had fair game. And when I first came, we used to play on Thursday nights.
I remember that.
Sometimes they were away games. I guess I'm not necessarily a huge fan of homecomings because it does kind of goof up your schedule, but I understand why you have them.
1st and 10 from the Riverdale 20-yard line. I'm not even going to ask what you think of homecoming as an athletic director.
It's opportunity. People come home to your own stomping grounds and the alumni. It's good for bringing back the alumni and everything. It just, like I said, it throws you off your normal routine during the week.
2nd and 8 from the Riverdale 22-yard line, going into the wind and the sun in quarter number 3. And here's the pitch. Dennis around the right side. Dennis across the 25 up to about the 28 or 9-yard line. He has been a busy guy in this he was a busy guy in the first half. And it'll be 3rd and a yard to go from the 29.
Yeah, if I was Riverdale, I would just keep grinding it and use the clock up. And
55, Cooper Schrepfer also in on the stop.
they have had a lot of success running the ball, so I'd just keep doing it.
Anderson Weber Turner Dubuque powering our audio stream. Anderson Weber Turner Dubuque when you are ready. It's 3rd and a yard to go from the 29-yard line, and it looks like it'll be a first down. Whoever got the ball got swallowed up right away, but the pile gets the first down. It's actually Blankenship on a quarterback keeper and another Sullivan Auctioneers Big Iron Realty first down.
Yeah, he tried to go up right behind the center, but 2 Peck linemen stopped that, and he was able to scoot off to the side without really being stopped. And as they tackled him, he ended up falling for the first down.
Up to the 31-yard line. If I was known, I should have thought of putting suntan lotion on. It's pretty bright in here. 1st and 10, pitch to Dennis around the right side to the 35, to the 40, 45, 50, and still going. And we'll get to the end zone, but a penalty marker trailing in his wake. So the run to the end zone will not count as a touchdown.
No, they're going to get holding. No, block in the back.
Looks like a block in
Illegal
the
block.
on the Chieftains.
And the question obviously now is, where was it? as far as spotting the ball.
It was 10 yards down the field, so
that should move. If that's the case, that would move the ball back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yep.
So it would have been right at the first down marker, which will basically replay the down, 1st and 10.
Yeah, it's I couldn't see where it happened because that part of the field is blocked by 3 braces and a wall.
Actually, they're going to say it was a yard back, so it is 1st and 11 from the 30-yard line. You don't see that very often. Claire Bank, where there are 8 convenient locations in Southwest Wisconsin, proud to support our community events. Claire Bank, where they say we can do that, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender. 3 running backs, and I think it's going to be 1st and 16 now.
3-snap penalty on the play.
Another Pink's Automotive penalty.
Start on the Chieftains.
Back-to-back, they're always happy about that, coaches. Back to the 25.
Yep, I'm going to say that was a ticky-tack because all the guy did was pick up his head.
Herms' Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington and Herms' Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main and Platteville. See Hermson's for the perfect paint for your next project. Herms' Ace Hardware, Bloomington and Platteville. We're also brought to you by WCC Brands Custom Apparel, Kieler, and WCC-Brands.com. 1st and 16 back at the 26. And back to pass. Well, Blankenship now rolls to the left, looking to pass, throws the ball, and throws it incomplete around the 35-yard line.
Incomplete. With pressure there by number 63, Joe Soper.
Joe Soper with the defensive pressure. 2nd down, 16 yards to go.
Yeah, that play was blown up right away by the Peck defender, and he was able to pressure the quarterback, and he just kind of basically threw it away.
2nd down, 16 yards to go. And the wind has really picked up now. Refreshing for those of us who are also sitting in the sun. 2nd and 16 back at the 30. Here is a run up the middle for Meese. And Meese across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Brody Meese with the carry. Initial contact there by number 55.
And at the 36,
Cooper Shrepford.
it will be 3rd down and about 6 yards to go. Cooper Shrepford, I think I mispronounced his name before because for some reason the pronouncer didn't make it from last year's roster to this year.
Yeah, he picked up 10 yards, so it gives them a better opportunity here on 3rd down. If they don't pick it up, they'll definitely punt because they're inside their own 40-yard line.
They need to get to the 42, and Blankenship to pass. Throws the screen over to the left side. Another flag comes down, and up to the 36 is only as far as that goes.
Number 4, Bevan Dennis with the reception.
It was caught by Bevan Dennis, but I don't think this is going to count.
Nope, holding, and yep.
So they will.
If I was Peck, I'd decline him and force him in the 4th down because he didn't gain anything.
Both penalties are on the Chieftains.
There was a 2nd penalty in there also.
Blocking the back and holding.
Both Pink's Automotive penalties.
And it looks like Pecatonic's going to.
And they're going to enforce one of them.
Yep. Don't get both. You only get one. But again, I'm not quite sure why Peck decided to take it.
Well, it makes it 3rd and 16 back at the 26.
Yeah, but it was 4th and 6. Get the ball back. Now what happens if Riverdale makes the 1st down?
Well, let's find that out. Here's the pitch around the right side to Dennis, and Dennis gets to the 42-yard line, and that's all. So the defense holds.
No, they do hold, but the official on this side really missed the face mask penalty. He got tackled by the face mask.
And they didn't call it.
Nope.
So that's an 11-yard gain, makes it still 4th down and 7 yards to go. That's not right. 4th down and 3 yards to go, or 4. They need to get to the 41. Riverdale looks to punt. Unless they decide that one of those upbacks can get the ball, and that, well, they're going to
the center double pumped.
push back another 5, another Pink's Automotive penalty. They'll push it back to the 42, and you're certainly not going to fake it on 4th and 9, or so you would think. 7:37, excuse me, 6:37 remaining in the third, 14-0 Riverdale. And a deep back and a less deep back, 10 yards apart for Peck Argyle. Here's a line drive kick, and it's fielded at the 32-yard line and up to the 40-yard line. Martin Anderson gets to the 40-yard line. And with 6:26 left in the third, Peck Argyle will take over for the second time in the half, trailing 14-0.
That was about a 9-yard return.
And so Peck Argyle takes over with 4 receivers, 2 on each side, and 1 running back, McNett, next to Anderson. And Anderson back to pass. And he rolls to the right, and he takes off with it and gets the first down and more, crosses midfield.
We have a hold on Pecatonica, so it's definitely coming back. So there's a Pink Automotive penalty.
Said last night during our game that had, I believe, 30 penalties or close to it, that Pink's Automotive is getting its money's worth. Well, so is Northland Buildings in the games that I've done, because I've been doing Platteville games, and let's see, 63-33, and I believe 41-14, and 40-38, and 42-40. A lot of points.
Yeah, and last night for us at Lancaster and Dodgeville, we had over 25 penalties between them both.
First down and 20 back at the 30-yard line. Anderson pass over the middle. Pass is caught, and they get most of the yardage back.
Number 22, Luke Leonard.
That was Luke Leonard making the catch up to the 47-yard line.
Taken down by number
17 yards. That might be their longest play so far. It'll be second down and a much more palatable 3 yards to go for the Vikings. 2 receivers again out to each side. And Anderson with 1 running back behind him. And the snap and the quick pass dropped over the middle. That would have been a first down. But the pass incomplete. And it'll be third down, 3 yards to go. And if they don't gain it on third down, I have to think that they were going to think real hard about going for it with the ball where it is.
Yeah, it could be 2-down territory. They are 2 scores behind, and time is winding down here in the third quarter.
5:29 left in the third, 14-0 Riverdale. 1 receiver out to the left, 3 to the right. And Anderson to pass. And Anderson runs with it down the right side, gets the first down to the 45 and gets out of bounds. And no penalties.
Nope.
First, a Sullivan Auctioneers and Big Iron Realty first down all the way down to the 44-yard line of Riverdale.
About a 10-yard pickup on a scramble there by the quarterback.
Martin Anderson, second year as a starter. I believe he got hurt in one of the games we did last year. Three receivers, actually 2 to the right, 2 to the left. And back to pass Anderson on first down. Now he's going to run with it again down the far side of the 40, 35 and out of bounds. And he may have moved the sticks again. Depending on where he...
It's pretty close.
The sticks started to move, and then, hey, wait a second. They haven't said yet.
Well, now they're trying to wave him down.
Down to the 34.
Number 6, Michael Helvoy with the carry.
Well, actually, that was Michael Helvoit with the carry, the backup quarterback. And it is a Sullivan Auctioneers Big Iron Realty first down. 3:14 remaining in the third. Here's the handoff on first down. McNett tries to go left
Number 2, Ashton McNett with the
and
carry.
ends up gaining nothing. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Initially hit there by number 22, Brody Meese.
Second down, 10 yards to go. 4:50 in the clock running in the third. So Helvogel, the numbers, of course, green on black, a little hard to read, especially if you're looking into the sun. But it's second down, 10 yards to go, 1 running back, and 4 wide again. And Helvogel tries to throws it up in the air, and he is very lucky. That pass incomplete.
Pass falls incomplete.
He threw the ball as he was about to be sacked. And so it'll be 3rd and 10.
Yeah, people are yelling horse collar, but it really wasn't. He didn't grab back of the shoulder blades, back by the neck there. He just grabbed the jersey and brought him down.
So it's 3rd down, 10 yards to go. Back at the 34-yard line. And it looks like Anderson back in at quarterback, and he'll go back to pass. And gets through the pressure, throws the pass to the right side, and incomplete.
Yeah, it was there, but linebacker falling into his own coverage tipped the ball, and it was just enough with the tip where the receiver couldn't get his hands on the ball. If it wasn't tipped, it would have been a first down.
4th and 10. They will certainly go for it here with 4:14 left in the third quarter. Given where the ball is, trailing 14-0. Ball's on the far side hash mark. They will send out receivers, 2 of them to the left and 2 to the right, and 1 running back, and Anderson back to pass. Now throws to the left side, and the pass is intercepted, and coming back the other way and taken down at the 30-yard line. That is Bevan Dennis intercepting the pass. And so the drive stalls out with 4:04 remaining in the third. And Riverdale will take over at the 28-yard line. And leading 14-0, and certainly no real reason to change what they have been doing when you got a 2-score lead in a game like this, when your defense has been able to pretty much stop the opposition. You're just going to keep running it just like there, and that's a 12-yard gain up the middle for Brody Meese. And another Sullivan Auctioneers Big Iron Realty first down.
Yeah, the only thing that's been stopping Riverdale is their own mistakes, penalties.
1st and 10 at the 40. I have a question for you. You can answer it after this play. You were homecoming opponents, obviously enough. Did you bring that up to your team when you were, hey, here's a chance to ruin their homecoming? 1st and 10 from the 40. And the pitch goes to Dennis around the left side. And Dennis trying to get back to the line of scrimmage and cannot. It's going to be a 2-yard loss. Back to the 38. 2nd and 12 coming up.
It was motivation for the team. Because when I took over, we were amongst a 45-game losing streak, and we were kind of the whipping boys. Teams picked us for homecoming. So
yeah, back in the days when schools could pick their homecoming opponent, that is not the case anymore. Second down, 12 yards to go. And maybe that's the reason why. Second and 12 back at the 38. Dennis up the middle. Meese up the middle and fighting his way for extra yards. Gets up to the 48. That was Dennis. And Dennis will be spotted at the 46-yard line for 8. And they'll bring up third down, 4 yards to go.
Yeah, you can still pick who you want for homecoming.
Except that you can't just pick – you pick a specific week, right?
Yeah, you pick a week. I mean, basically you're still going to know the schedule because most of the schedules are 2 years in advance. But usually you try to find something at the end of September, beginning of October.
Third down, 4 yards to go. And Meese up the middle and gets the first down easily all the way down to the 46. Brody Meese goes from one 46 to the other. And another Sullivan Auctioneers Big Iron Realty first down. A minute 50 remaining in the third. 14-0 Riverdale. And again, we'll have the Argyle homecoming against as Peck Argyle takes on Seneca Wazeeka Steuben next Saturday, 1:30 on Super Hits 106. Here's the pitch around the right side on first down. Dennis gets down across the 45 to the 42-yard line for 4 yards. For number 4. Second down, 6 yards to go.
Number 6.
I thought I read someplace that homecoming, by some rule, I don't know whose rule it is, but that supposedly homecoming cannot be until the 5th week of the season. But I'm not sure if there's a source with that. One receiver out to the left, wing back on the right, run up the middle. And that's Bevan Dennis. Kind of a little unusual that he's running up the middle there because usually it's been in this game Meese up the middle and Bevan around the Dennis around the ends. It works for a first down, however.
Yep. That might have been the school's rule. A lot depends on, ever since you don't start until after Labor Day, you do want to push it back to give at least the first couple weeks to get in a routine for school.
And for the homecoming advisors to not have to get stuff going immediately.
Yep.
First and 10 from the 35. And around the left side. And again down to the 32-yard line for Meese for 3. Second down, 7 yards to go. And we have reached the end of quarter number 3.
Yeah, I know one year we kind of got into a quirk in the schedule where we had 2 home games, then we had the next 3 away.
Who does that?
Yeah.
We'll be back 14-0 Riverdale over Peck Argyle on 97.7 Country WGLR.
In Game 8, life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at ethos.com/music. That's ethos.com/music.
Huge savings on Dell AI PCs with Intel Core Ultra processors are here, and they're newly designed to help you do more faster. They can generate code, edit images, multitask without lag, draft emails, summarize documents, create live translations, and even extend your battery life. That's the power of Dell AI with Intel inside. Upgrade today by visiting Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals.
In Game 8.
Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school football presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington. Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on 97.7 Country WGLR and on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel presented by H&N Plumbing, Heating, Electrical, and Lely Center Monroe. Lely Center Monroe, call your local dairy automation specialist, Jordan Wilson, at Lely Center Monroe. Russell Law Offices, here to assist as your local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, more. Proudly serving Southern Wisconsin. Russell Law Offices. We start quarter number 4 with a second down, 7 yards to go for Riverdale at the Argyle 32-yard line, with Riverdale leading 14-0. Big shift from left to right by the offense. And up to the middle, off the right side. And down the sideline goes Dennis. And Dennis is all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Down inside the 10-yard line.
And that will be a Sullivan Auctioneers Big Iron Realty first down in the Bitech Green Zone, or Greater Way Bitech Resource Management of Monroe.
Looks like it's on the 4.
I believe that is correct. 28-yard run for Bevan Dennis. First and goal from the 4. Receiver goes out to the right side. Wingback on the left. And 2 other running backs. Wingback goes in motion and gets the football, or a run up the middle, and that, according to Riverdale, is a touchdown. And Brody Meese with the touchdown, a Northland Buildings touchdown. 16 seconds into the fourth quarter, and Riverdale extends its lead to 20-0. And it will go for 2. I thought there was a penalty marker.
No, the running back threw his gloves off so he could snap the ball. They're going to kick here.
Campbell for the extra point. And the kick is good. The Point and Flush Sportsman's Club extra point extends the lead. Riverdale 21, Pecatonica Argyle nothing. 16 seconds into the fourth, back after this on 97.7 Country WGLR.
In game 9.
Serving my country required sacrifice. Sacrifice that changed my life forever. I remember the day I came home. Because of my injuries, this house wasn't right for me anymore. I remember the narrow doorways, the small bathrooms, the shelves out of reach when in my wheelchair. Every day was full of obstacles. I felt trapped. I remember a better day, the day my family received a specially adapted custom home from Homes for Our Troops. That day changed everything. Now we have a safe and accessible home to enjoy the freedom I fought for. This place, our home, is exactly what we needed to rebuild our lives.
Homes for Our Troops builds and donates specially adapted custom homes nationwide for severely injured post 9/11 veterans and enables them to rebuild their lives. Join our mission at hfotusa.org.
In game 9.
16 seconds into the fourth quarter, and a 21-0 Riverdale lead, but Peck Argyle, as the ball goes out of bounds on the kickoff, I would assume they'll take it at the 35. Or did it go in the end zone?
No, it went in the end zone.
So they'll take it at the 20-yard line.
I had to stick my head almost out the window to see. No
Yeah,
yellow flag, so.
You have a better angle than I do there. So Peck Argyle going into the wind of the fourth quarter, and they've had great difficulty moving the ball at all. They've had two Lancaster Dental Associates and Fenimore Smiles turnovers on attempted scoring drives. And that's as close as they've gotten to scoring. One of those was a end zone interception. First and 10 from the 20-yard line. Dan Anderson to pass on first down, but actually no, because the whistle stops the play.
Penalty marker.
Illegal seizure.
Another Pink's Automotive penalty, back to the 15. First and 15. We're right to my McNett Electric in Belmont. They can assist you with all your electrical needs. Chip and his crew at McNett Electric are on call and ready to help you with your agricultural, business, and commercial needs. McNett Electric in Belmont. Also, Breckler Insurance Group. For all your insurance needs, see Steve Landusky at Breckler Insurance in Fenimore. Breckler Insurance serving Southwest Wisconsin for over 95 years. First and 15, back at the 15-yard line. And Anderson to pass, rolls to the right, and still going, and takes off with it and gets about to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Actually, he didn't even get that. He goes down at the 10-yard line. That's Helfoy.
Taken down by number 2, Landon Kenyon.
Back down to the 10-yard line, second down and 20 from the 10. Brian's Auto Body Paint Specialist. The pros of Brian's get the job done right. For unexpected dings or major repair projects, head to Brian's Auto Body and Paint in Lancaster.
Got a timeout here by Pecatonica.
Timeout taken on the field. Timeout by
10:59 remaining in the fourth quarter.
Once again, like to welcome back all Blanchardville Pecatonica.
And a 21-0 Riverdale lead. We're brought to you by Mount City Bank. Their total line of credit allows you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop in at Mount City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Learn more at mountcitybank.com. Southwest Health has over 24 specialty services and more than 50 specialists, so you can have specialized care without traveling far from home. Learn more about their specialty services at southwesthealth.org. West End Salvage in Lancaster. See Junkyard Joe Krantz and the West End Salvage team for recycling as well as construction and demolition waste to West End Salvage in Lancaster. Laley Center Monroe. Call your local dairy automation specialist Jordan Wilson at Laley Center Monroe. We're also brought to you by Community First Bank for you in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank. CFBank.com, member FDIC. 21-0 Riverdale. A second shy of 11 minutes remaining. And Riverdale, Peck Argyle back at the 15-yard line. So he did actually get back to the line of scrimmage to make it 2nd and 15. One running back, 4 receivers. And the swing pass to the left side is dropped incomplete at about the 25-yard line.
Good pass. Receiver just dropped it.
So it's 3rd and 15. And Helfogel, the quarterback, now with a running back next to him, and the usual look 4 wide, back to pass. Now he's going to take off, and he looks forward, runs down the near sideline, and steps out of bounds.
Number 6, Michael Helvoy with the carry.
Helvoy
knocked out of bounds.
Is out of bounds.
Near side by number 3, Eli Campbell.
To set up a 4th down and 8. He gained 7, but needed 15. Ball at the 22-yard line. Punt coming up.
Oh, I think they're going to go
no,
for
they
it.
are going to go for it. You're right. Back to pass he goes. And the flip to the left side, and that is incomplete. And so I guess they had to do that, but Riverdale will take over at the Peck Argyle 22-yard line with 10:41 remaining. Already leading 21-0. We will give you in the Reeves Wealth Management at Edward Jones postgame show, of course, the Crimson's Ace Hardware MVP and West End Salvage Scrapper of the game, and I feel like we're probably going to be doing that in this 4th quarter. Riverdale takes over in great field position. And first down, it's Meese. Fights off a defender, goes around the right side, and goes down after a gain, but
Number 22, Brody Meese.
gain of 4,
Carey.
or 5 actually, down to the 17-yard line.
Meese coming up limping. He's coming off the field.
Well, he's been a busy guy. He hasn't run the ball as often as Dennis
Dennison,
has, but
yeah.
close. It's been those two, basically.
Yep. And truthfully, they're up 21 points. It's time to maybe start getting your younger kids a little bit of opportunity here.
Even though that is not a, I guess you could say that, there's no running clock, obviously, when you're up 3 scores. Unless there's lightning, and then they tend to speed it up, right?
Yeah.
2 tight ends in the game. 2nd down and 5 from the 17 of Peck Argyle. Dennis comes in motion. It's a run up the middle and then pushed well backwards. And that, I believe, is the first carry for, well, who was that?
Javon Bedward.
It is the first carry for Bedward.
Javon Bedward with the carry.
Doesn't get anything, but a sophomore in the game to run.
3rd down, 6 yards to go after what they decided was a yard loss back to the 18. One receiver goes out to the left side, wing back on the right and on the left. And Blankenship under center. And the pitch, or the handoff goes, it's Dennis up the middle.
Number 7.
No, it's not. It's actually Conlon Walsh, who's carried the ball a couple of times today. And he gets down to the 14-yard line. And it'll be 4th down, 2 yards to go. .8:43 remaining. A ladybug just landed on me, or is that one of those Japanese beetles? Well, he's gone now. 4th down and 2 yards to go. They need to get to the 12-yard line, Riverdale does. And here's a run up the middle. I think the ladybug came back, and they will be very close to the first down.
I think he got it.
And so the Sullivan Auctioneers Big Iron Realty first down.
22, Brody Meese with the carry.
As Brody Meese down to the 11-yard line. So they can get a first down without a touchdown. Riverdale leading 21-0 over Pecatonica Argyle. 2 running backs. Man comes in motion, and a handoff around the left side, a run down to the 9-yard line.
Number 4, Bevan Dennis.
Bevan Dennis again. I have a feeling it's going to be pretty easy tonight or this afternoon to figure out who the MVP and West End Salvage scrappers of the game are.
If you say so.
Down to the 9-yard line. That's just my surmising of the situation. 7:26 remaining. 21-0 Riverdale. One receiver goes out to the right, to the left side, a wing back to the right. And 2 more running backs. And on 2nd and 8, it is Meese up the middle, then off to the right.
22, Brody Meese with the carry.
And Meese is down to about the 5. And it will be 3rd down and 4 from the 5. 6:45 remaining. Receiver comes out this time to the right side. That's kind of the look that they basically had the whole game. One guy out. 3rd and 4 from the 5. And a pitch around the left side goes Dennis. Dennis going for the pylon. And Dennis Did he make it? Everybody in the press box is trying to see.
Could there be a penalty?
Like a flag on the play.
Well, that would wipe out whatever the play was. Clock now stopped with 6:18 remaining. And it's a 5-yard face mask penalty. So that would be half the distance.
Face mask on Peck Argyle.
So pick up the first down.
And deep inside the Bitech green zone or Greenerway Bitech Resource Management of Monroe, the ball appears from here to be at the 1 or 2 yard line.
Yeah, you'll stop short of the first down, but the face mask is going to give them the first down.
So it's 1st and goal at the 1. And the handoff, and going in untouched into the end zone is Bevan Dennis. I think that's his second score of the day. 6:05 remaining, 27-0 on the Northland, Buildings touchdown. Now Campbell in for the extra point. That is a scoring drive of, might be the drive of the game, 78 yards in, no, that's not right.
No.
22 yards in 8 plays. And the Point and Flush Sportsman's Club extra point is good. Riverdale 28, Pecatonica Argyle nothing with 6:06 remaining. Back after this on 97.7 Country WGLR.
In game 10.
If your credit card bills have gotten out of hand, call Consolidated Credit now. If the interest rates on your credit cards are so high, it'll take years to get out of debt. Call Consolidated Credit now. They've helped over 10 million people without destroying your credit. They can reduce your interest rates, lower your total payments up to 50% to get you out of debt fast. For a free consultation, call Consolidated Credit now. The program works.
Call 800-210-4298. 800-210-4298. 800-210-4298.
Consolidated Credit Solutions Incorporated, 5701 West Sunrise Boulevard, Fort Lauderdale, Florida 33313. Licensed by the New York Department of Financial Services and by the Vermont Department of Financial Regulation. Kansas CSO 0019051. Maryland DM 1492. Oregon DM 892. Licensed by the Virginia State Corporation Commission license number DC83. Service may adversely affect the individual's credit. Non-payment of debt may lead to additional finance charges or collections activity, including legal action. Actual interest rates, length of program, and monthly payment reductions will vary by consumer and creditor. Yours could be higher or lower. Not a loan company. We do not lend money.
In game 10.
The kickoff is fielded, dropped, and picked up at the 5-yard line and returned to the 16-yard line.
Bedward made the tackle.
Kickoff line.
I think that was Brock Erickson perhaps returning it.
Brock Erickson.
And so with 6 minutes remaining, at a 28-0 Riverdale lead, well on the way to their first win of the season. They take over, Peck Argyle, I should say, takes over at the 15-yard line, 1st and 10. Looks like Helfoy is the quarterback. He goes back to pass and throws it over the middle, and the pass incomplete at the 25-yard line.
That was definitely a great defensive play. He was down on his knees as the receiver was catching it in his hands, and he reached and was able to pull that ball out of the receiver's hands.
Well, with a 28-0 lead, by the way, we're brought to you by Mount City Bank. Their total line of credit allows you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop into Mount City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Will start the Reeves Wealth Management at Edward Jones postgame show early. But keep with what's going on. Helpboy will throw the ball, and the pass is caught. Or is it intercepted?
It's intercepted.
And the pickoff.
It's going to be by Colin Walsh. Just took it right away from the receiver and
And so Riverdale will take over at the Argyle
and
25-yard line.
We're going to have Riverdale calling a timeout. They'll probably start bringing in their seconds.
Well, let us talk about the most valuable player, Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington, and Hermson's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main and Platteville. So Hermson's will be the MVP for the next project in your home. Go to Hermson's Ace Hardware, Bloomington, and Platteville. Well, it's got to be one of two guys, right?
Well, I'm going to say your MVP today is Brevin Dennis. He definitely ran the ball well and hard. A couple good runs, long runs, got brought back on him, but he definitely was your MVP today.
And the scrapper of the game, the West End Salvage scrapper of the game, the player whose hustle and scrappiness stood out in trying to lay the opponent to waste, presented by West End Salvage in Lancaster, and he would be the other guy, I bet.
I'm going to say Brody Meese. He's a hard runner between the tackles, did all the dirty work, and picked up a couple crucial first downs, and I would say he's probably the hardest worker there.
Drive of the game presented by Les Mack Automotive in Lancaster. Whether Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, or Ford, you can count on over 50 years of trusted hometown service, because at Les Mack you always get more from Les.
I'm going to say it's the third drive by Riverdale, where they got their second touchdown, where they ended up with 16 plays, 60 yards, and pretty much chewed up most of the second quarter.
And Tricor Turning Point brought to you by Tricor Insurance. Insurance plans built for you, your family, and your business. Contact Tricor Insurance today.
I would probably go along with that. Third series by Riverdale. They stop Pecatonica. They turn the ball over.
That end zone interception before the half. This could have been a different game.
Different game.
Yeah.
But giving Riverdale a 2-score lead.
Given how the game went, that kind of changes things. 28-0 Riverdale. 5:38 remaining. We're also brought to you by Community First Bank, for you in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank. CFBank.com, member FDIC. Holding is called on Riverdale on the first down play. So Riverdale pushed back 10 yards on the Pinks Automotive penalty. They are back at the 34-yard line. Riverdale, let's see, next week, Riverdale will host Boscobel, which certainly will be a winnable game. Chieftains taking as much time as they feel like here. Here's a run up the middle, or then off to the right side.
Yeah, last time they had the ball before they scored, they got it with 10 minutes, and when they scored, it was down to 6. So they'll definitely should probably end the game here on this drive. All they need to do is really pick up one more first down, and they can drive the clock out.
4:48 remaining after the gain by Walsh. Second down and 17 from the Argyle 40-yard line. Walsh goes in motion, gets the handoff around the right side, gets the penalty yardage back, and will set up about third down and 5 yards to go. And that should be at about the
25.
Looks right. The Keller Park, perhaps the most interesting place that hosts the game anymore. Among other things, it's one of the rare cases where the game is not played at the high school. There is no, if you've never been at Pecatonica High School, there is no room for a football field there, I guarantee it. Third down, 5 yards to go. And a run around the left side down to the 33-yard line. That ends up being a loss for Walsh of a couple of yards. And, of course, McKellar Park is on the east branch of the Pecatonica River. Here's an unusual one for you. This would have been back 7 or 8 years, I believe, that the homecoming for Peck had to get moved to Argyle, and the reason was that this place flooded out. The Pecatonica River, which is behind us, or the east branch, it was that year of all that fall flooding, which is pretty unusual.
Yep. Well, back in my early days, I worked part-time and I still do, Lafayette County, and I worked down here during the summer in Blanchardville, and I remember one summer getting flooded out down here, and it was a little tough to get home because most of the roads that I needed to take were flooded out.
I think there was one year where they had summer flooding here. They had to replace everything in the concession stand, which is underneath us.
Yep.
And then, was it the next year or the year after that they had flooding again? And that was when they had to move the rest of their games to Argyle due to they couldn't play here.
Yeah, yep.
And the other thing about McKellar Park, in addition to not being a school district facility, it's owned by the Village of Blanchardville. There's a ball diamond off the far sidelines. Campbell is going to try a field goal here, which is 40 yards.
It's 40.
And here's the kick.
It's close.
And it's good.
Yeah. 40 yards.
Eli Campbell hits a 40-yard field goal.
Number 3, Eli Campbell.
And the lead extends to 31-0 with 3:08 remaining. I dare say that is his career high.
Yeah, that was a nice kick. He probably could have made it close from 45 the way it went over the upright.
And so the lead extends for Riverdale to 31-0 with 3:08 remaining. I remember the first game I ever did here was in the mid-90s. They were playing River Ridge, and we had to sit in the stands, and we had some kind of electrical problem where my microphone, because for whatever reason I could only use a hand mic, kept getting shocked. And my mother-in-law, who went along with us, gave me a blanket that was for her chihuahua, and I held it with that, and that worked the rest of the game because I was getting shocks from the microphone for some reason.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, I think we were across the way at the as the kickoff goes into the end zone for the touchback. I believe we were across the way in the bleachers.
Well, this field has brought me a lot of nightmares in the 17 years I coached at Belmont, and a lot of disappointments with some of the teams that come down here and just quite couldn't get over the hump and beaten Peck.
Well, Jim Strauman, a great coach.
Yes, he was.
And as we mentioned, Peck Argyle was either the first or second continuing co-op team as the run up to the 30-yard line. The first team was Bloomington West Grand in 79, and I believe the second one was Benton Scales Mound, and then Peck Argyle was right after that, and they're the only one lasting because, of course, Benton Scales Mound is now Benton Scales Mound Schulzburg, and out of those early teams, and the other one is now the River Ridge School District. Here's a throw to the left side, and a left-handed quarterback throwing the ball, and the ball
completed to number 22, Luke Leonard.
Luke Leonard makes the catch up to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, and Bloomington and Jerry Usgard, another good coach.
Of the Stack I offense.
Yep.
His career highlight, obviously, getting to state in 97. That was a fun team to cover. 2:32 remaining. And Peck Argyle, I believe, has been to state back in those days. But
2004, we went in 3, and we both played in the semis, and I thought we'd both get in, and we ended up getting beat by Burlington Catholic Central, and they made it.
Ooh. And then, of course, Jim Straumer replaced by Larry Green, and he had good teams here also. Only guy that I have ever seen run the fly offense.
Yep.
And then he left. They brought in another coach, and he brought in the option, and then he left. And Larry Green came back, I believe, in 2020, and he was around for a year or two, I believe. And now Mark Statler, the coach. And as mentioned, Peck Argyle gets the unenviable task of Blackhawk Warren next Saturday for the Argyle homecoming. We'll have that on Super It's 106. We'll also have a big game in the Ridge and Valley 8, North Crawford and Highland. Here's the throw on first down. Around the left side, pass is complete to the 40 and to the 43-yard line.
And Riverdale has pretty much cleaned the bench off and got their second stringers in. We're down to about 2 minutes left to go in the game here.
2:23 to be precise. 31-0. Riverdale leading Pecatonica Argyle. And a first down play around the left side, and that will be
Number 33, Raymond Gonzalez-Murphy.
Raymond Gonzalez-Murphy running the football. And that moves the sticks into Riverdale territory. Down to the about 40-yard line. Clock at 2:15. And here's a run around the left side and going down back at the 44-yard line. That's a 3-yard loss.
Tackle made by Bedward, coming up from his linebacker spot.
And the clock runs. Minute 50 remaining. To the first win of the season for the Chieftains, and they get Boscobel on Friday. Throw to the right side on second down, and he was pretty much doomed right there immediately.
Yeah, I don't think he gained any yardage on it.
Reed Cassidy making the catch. And maybe, I guess, no gain there. So it's at the 43-yard line. Third down, 12 yards to go. 1:10 remaining. And 4 wide. 1 running back. And the throw to the right side or left side is incomplete, but flags come over. A Pink's Automotive penalty coming up. And I wonder if that's where that was thrown. That would seem to be pass interference, wouldn't it?
Either that or holding.
Well, was it defensive holding? Because I thought I saw a holding penalty, but it's apparently against Riverdale.
No, they're going to call pass interference.
As you pointed out, pass interference is whether or not the ball is catchable in high school. The other thing I think a lot of people don't realize, it's not an automatic first down.
No.
This will be, however, because the yardage gets the first down.
First down, yep.
And it's down to the 30-yard line. And here's the throw to the right side, the pass incomplete. Did I see him throw with his right hand before that? Has he actually thrown with both hands?
I don't know.
I'm not sure if I saw that right.
I'll have to watch more.
The quarterback is Charlie Krebs, who is a freshman, listed as a receiver. And he will take off with it around the left side, tries to get it wide, and that ends up being a mistake. He lows his yards back to the 33, and a flag goes down at the very end of the play.
Get piling on by Riverdale, so they're going to get a personal foul here. So 15 yards and a first down.
31 seconds remaining. And so the ball will move down.
Should be on about the 14.
Once again,
it's on 17.
Either of which is in the Bitech Green Zone or Greener Bitech Resource Management of Monroe after the Sullivan and Associates Big Iron Realty first down via the Pink's Automotive penalty. Seems to be a lot of yellow flags this week for whatever reason.
Must be National Flag Day.
That's in June. And Krebs looking, and Krebs rolling to the left, now throws, and the pass caught or dropped out of bounds. Second down and 10 coming up with 21 seconds left. And so Riverdale, as we mentioned, gets basketball next week at home. Is that a trophy game? The Battle of Highway 133, anyway. Or the Battle of my 1988 speeding ticket. And here's the throw to the left side of the end zone.
Incomplete.
And that incomplete pass.
And the pass falls incomplete.
14 seconds left, 2nd and 10 coming up from the 17. Yeah, not that I'm bitter about that or anything like that. But coming back from a job interview, believe it or not. Of course, I also had a car that probably you could see from space. It was so large for the radar signature. Krebs rolls to the right on 2nd and 10, now takes off with it and throws to the end zone. And a jump ball incomplete in the end zone.
So.
Riverdale was cheering for a turnover, but they did not hang on, so it's 5 seconds remaining, and this will be
the last play,
pending a barring a defensive penalty.
Penalty, yep.
31-0.
And you're right, he did throw with the other hand this time.
That's what I thought. So he's an ambidextrous quarterback. Wow. Final play, 5 seconds left, and the swing pass to the right side.
And drops it.
And that's it. Final score, Riverdale 31, Pecatonica Argyle 0. First win for the Chieftains. They are 1-5 and 1-3 in the Six Rivers. Peck Argyle with a loss, 1-5, 1-3 in the Six Rivers. A very fast Reeves Wealth Management at Edward Jones postgame show after these messages on 97.7 Country WGLR.
Postgame 4 minutes.
Hey, want to hear something great? Right now at Wendy's, you can get 2 of the #1 selling bacon cheeseburger in all fast food, the JBC, plus medium fries and a medium soft drink for just $8. Want to hear something else great? Double the burger means double the bacon. Now that's a game changer. 2 of the #1 bacon cheeseburgers with fries and a drink for just $8. Gotta be Wendy's.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Request $8 JBC meal deal to obtain discount. Individual items at regular price.
Oh, how's that flu, babe? Did you take Dayquil Intense Flu yet?
Nah, I got this. Ugh, okay, I don't got this.
You stay on the couch, and I'll grab the Dayquil.
Undo your flu symptoms with Dayquil Intense Flu. Dayquil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
I'm ready for that to-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
Dayquil Intense Flu. The daytime coughing, aching, fever, under your flu, medicine. Use as directed, keep out of reach of children.
Show your school spirit with every swipe. People's State Bank offers debit cards featuring your local school's mascot. And now through September 30th, you can upgrade for 50% off. Even better, $5 from your card fee goes right back to your school. It's an easy way to support your team and look good doing it. Visit any People's State Bank location to upgrade your debit card today. Iowa sales tax may apply to fees and service charges. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
Hi, this is Christine Raleigh of Raleigh Cheese, wishing all area athletes successful seasons. Cheese is a great source of protein for school lunches or a snack before the big game. Stop in and try some of our award-winning artisan cheeses like Dunbarton Blue, Red Rock, and Little Mountain. We have fresh cheese curds weekly and a wide variety of snacks and beverages, plus made-to-order cheese trays. Shop locally and taste the difference of handmade Wisconsin cheese at Raleigh Cheese House on the corner of Highways 11 and 23, Shellsburg.
Trade out and trade up with the Gia Milking Performance promotion at Fuller's Milker Center. For a limited time, trade out your old milking units and liners and immediately benefit by trading up to a better milking performance at substantial savings. Choose from the Gia IQ Milking Unit or the Classic 300E Milking Unit, both available with a GQ liner package. Plus, save if you need to swap Jetter cups too. Contact Fuller's Milker Center, LLC, your Gia dealer in Lancaster and Richland Center to find out how you can save big trading out and trading up on new Gia milking equipment technology.
Here's a tale of Becky. Didn't know what to do with new meds prescribed and no real cost clue.
She squinted at prices, that can't be right. Then tapped Good RX and saw the light.
She could get a deal. Book telehealth if she feels.
Learn about those meds without any stress. That one little app does all the rest. Even my horse downloaded it. Dang, save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
I can't believe how spotless my floors look after using the Swiffer Power Mop. No more dragging around a heavy mop and messy bucket. Now I get the same deep clean without all the work. Thanks to the powerful solution and scrubbing pad of the Swiffer Power Mop, dirt and grime don't stand a chance, and I don't break a sweat. Mic drop. Mop drop.
Swiffer Power Mop. Swiffer Power Mop.
A smarter way to mop. Try it or your money back.
Save the date for the 2025 Holiday Auction by WGLR for Saturday, December 6th at Tim Slack Auction and Realty in Lancaster. If you, your family, or your business would like to donate an item, please contact Denise Deaton-Tolsman at 608-642-0523. The Holiday Auction supports the Grant County Food Pantries along with families and children with financial needs. Thank you to annual sponsors Breckler Lindowski Insurance Group, Tim Slack Auction and Realty, and TDS Telecom.
Your high school postgame show is brought to you by Elena and Ben Reeves at Edward Jones, a financial service firm serving individuals and business owners.
Is your money working as hard as it should be? This is Elena Reeves with Edward Jones. If you want to provide for your children's education, reduce your tax bill, or prepare for a comfortable retirement, we need to talk. Today, more than ever, your financial security deserves the attention of full-time financial advisors. Take advantage of our years of experience. Contact financial advisors Elena or Ben Reeves at 608-348-2441 or stop by our office on Highways 80 and 81 in Platteville next to Sups Nutrition. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school football presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters are over at doors on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, presented by H&M Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical and Lely Center Monroe. Nate Byer, I believe that is. Well, of course he is, because he's got bare feet and he's got a hoodie and shorts on, and he'd have a shorts on regardless if it was 85 or not. But Riverdale, the winner tonight, or this afternoon, here at McKellar Park, 31-0 over Pecatonica Argyle. And I don't think it's a real push to say this is the best that Riverdale's played this year. And another thing is that their offense worked out perfectly in this game as far as keeping the ball away from Peck Argyle.
Yes. They ran the ball well. They only passed a couple times, and they just stuck to the run game and was able to chew up the clock, especially in the second half. Kind of reminded me of back in the days when Uskar would run probably about 40 times and throw 3 times.
I think 3's high.
Good old River Ridge.
The Chieftains schedule the rest of the way. They have Boscobel next Friday. They have Blackhawk Warren the week after that, and then they go to Iowa Grant on the 17th. As we mentioned, Peck Argyle hosts Blackhawk Warren at Argyle next Saturday. We'll have that for you in Super Hits 106. Then they go to Potosi Cassville and then wrap up with River Ridge. And that's a tough way to end the season for the Vikings.
Yes, it is. Not an easy road to haul, and there's a couple games in there that they can compete and see what happens. This was, like I said, a game for either team if they still have aspirations to make it into the playoffs.
31-0 Riverdale beats Pecatonica Argyle. We will wrap up the Reeves Wealth Management postgame show at our broadcast, only if I get the right phone for this, and tell you about what we have coming up, all on 97.7 Country WGLR.
Postgame 1 minute.
Stop your grinding with Brooks Night Guard.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. I ended up going to a dentist, and he wants to charge over $600 for a night guard. That's when I found the Brooks Night Guard. You mold it at home to the top or bottom teeth. Other mouth guards go all the way to the back, which allows the back teeth to touch. This is where most of the grinding and clenching occurs. The Brooks Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brooks Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Order your Brooks Night Guard today and get 10% off plus free shipping. Go to brooksnightguard.com and enter the code BRUX91. That's BRUX91.
Stop your grinding with Brooks Night Guard.
Postgame 1 minute.
Grand Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school football presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington. Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, presented by H&M Plumbing, Heating, Electrical, and Lely Center Monroe. 31-0 Riverdale wins over Pecatonica Argyle for the Peck homecoming. And we have more sports coming up tonight at 5:35. Brewers and the Reds, as the Brewers need a win or a Phillies loss to get the number 1 seed in the baseball playoffs. Again, 5:35 on AM 1590 WPVL. Brewers and the Reds tomorrow. Also, 12:35 on AM 1590 WPVL. And, more importantly, Packers in Dallas at 5 here on 97.7 Country WGLR. Tuesday, volleyball returns. Platteville at Lancaster at 7 on 97.7 Country WGLR. And the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Friday, we have football at 6:30. We know we'll do Broadhead Judah at Lancaster on 97.7 Country WGLR. But other games to be determined yet. There's a lot of big football coming up. Saturday, Badger football. They will be at Ann Arbor to take on Michigan at 9 on 97.7 Country WGLR. And then a doubleheader of high school football. North Crawford at Highland at 1:30. On X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Blackhawk Warren at Pecatonica Argyle for the Argyle homecoming, 1:30 on Super It's 106. And the Brewers will be in the National League playoffs. Time to be determined yet. Opponent to be determined yet. I think they play the wild card winners would be my guess, and that'll be they'll be on AM 1590 WPVL. Well, the sports director of Queen Bee Radio Sports is R.J. Osterhaus. Rob Spangler is our program director and our tech guy. Johnny Page is our chief engineer. Thanks to Mark Statler and the staff at Pecatonica High School. Thanks to our sponsors who help us bring this game to you. And thank you for joining us. Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school football presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors is a Queen Bee Radio Sports presentation on 97.7 Country WGLR Lancaster and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel presented by H&M Plumbing, Heating, Electrical, and Lely Center Monroe. Riverdale beats Pecatonica Argyle 31-0 from the Ayers Furniture Best Seats in the House for Scott Tolzman and Steve Prestigard. Brewers coming up at 5:35 on AM 1590 WPVL. Packers Sunday on 97.7 Country WGLR. We'll be back for volleyball and more football next week.
This has been a Queen Bee Radio High School Sports presentation.
The Tri-State's best variety of country. 97.7 Country, WGLR-FM. Lancaster. Serving Platteville, Dubuque, Galena, and beyond.